So this is the Mapoon War Memorial. As you can see, we've got some seats here for people to sit on, flower gardens, and it's a brick-thin area. And the main feature in the middle here is a Japanese mine, and there are a number of plaques here that celebrate or commemorate, I should say, the work of the local Mapoon people here as part of Australia's defence. So if we have a look over here, we see the Mapoon War Memorial here, and it was opened by Mr. Keith Payne and Mrs. Florence Payne with the elders of Mapoon the 25th of April 2010. So it was first suggested by Chungaji elder William Parry, who wanted future generations to respect the memory of the Mapoon people who have fought and defended our shores. And so as we move over here, we see service to the Commonwealth of Australia and its allies by the Mapoon community. And so this is the First World War and the Second World War. It particularly talks about in February 1943, Beaufort bomber A9157, which they dubbed Winnie the Pooh, of the 7 Squadron Force landed on the beach near Janey Creek, and the crew here was rescued. The community members towed the aircraft along the beach, which was a very big effort for them in those times. So as we come over here, we see another plaque, Defence of Mapoon's traditional homelands, and fighting spears and spear launchers. The design is by Cindy Towboy, and this is in memory of the warriors who defended their nation here, their homelands, against white invasion. So it's interesting because the Dolphin was the first boat to come here, and it talks about their defence of their homelands against the Dolphin at that time. Over here, missing to memorial to missing United States Airman William Francis Menak, Japanese Type 88 anti-shipping mine, which is here. Memorial to the Mapoon people who served our nation 1939 to 45. So in the Navy, we have Angus Marmoose, Stephen Mark, Billy Miller, Alec Reid and Gerald Wales. And in the Air Force, Reginald Braunholz and Frank Allen Kane, and 4 men in the Merchant Navy as well, not identified. And over here, those who served in the military, and we have quite a list here of well-known names. Memorial to the Mapoon people who served in Civil Construction Corps. And so we've got quite a long list here as well of Mapoon men who helped in the war effort. So this is quite a special area. I'd just like to go back again to the one that mentions the Dolphin, and if we can just read that one. So it says here, in respectful memory of the many generations of Aboriginal warriors of the Mapoon region who gave their lives defending their country against invaders such as the crews of Dutch vessels from 1606 to 1756, and in battle with the native mounted police in the 1880s and 1890s. In the afternoon we sailed past a large river which the men of the Dolphin went up with a boat in 1606. So this is obviously taken from the logbook of Jansoon, and where one of them was killed by the arrows of the blacks to this river, which is in 1148 latitude. I have given the name of the river de Carpentier, later renamed Batavia in the new chart. On the morning of the 12th, I went ashore and found upwards of 200 savages standing on the beach making a violent noise, threatening to throw their arrows at us. We were accordingly compelled to frighten them by firing 1 or 2 shots at them. So actually this is not Jan Soon's logbook, which when I was researching I found that actually had been lost. It's Jan Carton Soon's journal of the voyage in the Para 11/12 to May 1623. He obviously had access to Jan Soon's journal. So it's a very interesting site here, and Anzac ceremonies are now held in Mapoon at this site.